Hello and welcome back to Let's Play
Exactly
Metroid
what transpired here on
Other
the bomb
M,
ship is still
Part
uncertain.
3.
Here's what we do know.
Right
The
now
equipment
we're
we thought had been destroyed is operational
mission
again.
briefing.
And we've seen casualties attributed to an unidentified and lethal creature. The situation is critical.
Really?
We need to gather all the information we can, but priority one is to find any survivors and bring them to safety.
When in situations
Consider
like
this
this,
site
are there
extremely
really any
dangerous.
survivors?
Be careful as you make your sweeps.
I mean, seriously.
And there's one problem. The wireless interference in this facility is all-pervasive. Your comm systems are useless.
How convenient.
As a result, communication channels will be limited to the facility's navigation booths. Well then, Lyle, investigate Sector 1 and show a little restraint with the explosives. Gotcha. Maurice, you cover Sector 2. Repair any equipment you come across.
Affirmative.
Anthony, you're Sector 3. I'll leave it to you to decide whether plasma guns are called for.
All right.
James, check out the control bridge. Our communication issues might be the result of electrical interference.
Yes, sir.
And KG, run a complete sweep of the residential quarters and investigate any trace of survivors.
Got it.
Each of you is
okay.
authorized to use a freeze gun.
Got it is the
Do
only
not
thing
forget to
KG
check
says
in
in this
regularly
game.
via navigation booths. And Samus, you go to the system management room. Do everything you can to get the electrical system back up and running. Looks like your comm system is still functional.
Does she has advanced
Remember,
weapons and
everything you
technology.
see will also appear on this screen. Regarding auxiliary weapons, the use of bombs has been authorized. As far as your other weapons go, we will continue to investigate and authorize use as we can. However, we currently have no plans to authorize the use of power bombs. As you know, they have the ability to spread a high-temperature heat wave over a large area, impacting living things, which is a nice way of saying they can vaporize humans instantly. You should be well aware of how dangerous power bombs are, and how their devastation can't be obstructed with common materials. Once the mission in the system management room is complete, I need you to report back. I'll give you your next orders then. I want you all to be especially careful as you execute your missions. That's the end of the briefing.
It was the first joint mission I'd been a part of since becoming a freelance bounty hunter. And of course, it was the first time since my Federation days that I was following the orders of a commanding officer. Having received mission orders from Adam, I felt confused and strangely exhilarated at the unexpected turn of events. I responded. Understood, Adam. No objections, of course.
Woot. Oh look, we get to use bombs again. So wonderful. Yeah, a lot of people think that authorization is lame. I just think it's logical. Considering, I mean, seriously, like, if this was like Prime, I mean, she'd be tripping over like a rock and losing everything. This, she's just doing it out of respect for her former commander. I have to go down there. Of course the elevator wouldn't work. Of course, authorization doesn't have its holes. Like, why the hell can't I use all my suit functions, and why the hell can't I use, like, you know, my grappling beam and shit like that? I mean, like, basic stuff that doesn't hurt anything. Yeah, it's annoying because screes, they fall down and then they don't explode right away like they did before. They do there. That's only after they hit you a shit ton of times. See, in the normal mode, there would be like an energy tank there that you have to get. But not in hard mode. I remember in normal mode I tried, my first playthrough I saw this in a trailer, so I tried getting rid of the nest beforehand. Yeah, that did work. The thing I hate about lock-on is that it like forces you to use missiles pretty much. I mean, you can't like switch. It'd be nice if, like, you know, like with the control scheme that they have right now, or press minus and switch to missile mode. How hard is that? Then you fire missiles instead. And in first person, when you're locked on, you can choose to either, like, you know, shoot with, like, you know, beam or missiles. Great, side hoppers. I think that's what they're called anyway. I also heard a lot of people, like, complain about, like, jumping on enemies' heads, which right now I'm having issues doing, of course. When I'm recording, I have issues. When I'm not recording, I seem to do just fine. That was a pretty good one. And I forgot that there was a missile door right there. Concentrate to refill energy. I like concentration. It's better than having to, like, you know, shoot a bunch of enemies and then hope you, like, you know, I mean, if they're from a distance or whatever and they drop stuff, it's better than, like, you know, hoping you get there in time. Also, it's better than shooting enemies for like 20 freaking minutes in the original Metroid. I finally beat the original Metroid. Oh my god, it's more so tedious than it is super hard. A lot of its challenge just comes from the fact that you start out with 30 energy, and you have to constantly keep that energy levels up. And I'll save again, just because that's the only way that I can really refill energy, and it's just to be on the safe side. That way I can avoid unnecessary shitty deaths. I had a lot of those in Fusion.
Samus, go through the hatch on your right and head towards Sector 1.
No, you!
Lyle went ahead to secure a route to a facility of interest. I'll leave you to survey Sector 1.
Sector 1, SRX. No. Oh, and I forgot there's a chute up there that you can climb in. That there's, I think, a missile tank up above. I tried to shine the spark up it before. I forget what those things are called. I'm trying to hit the puffer thingy, but I'm completely missing it for these things. It's kind of cool because sometimes you can do a little trick where you can overblast, shoot one enemy, and then, like, you know, when you're coming back down from it, you can, like, get it on the other enemy, jump on the other enemy, land on the other enemy's head. One time I did it, like, I think, like 3 times in a row, and I know what you're doing. Missiles are way overpowered in this. Epic music. Boogeyman colors.
This elevator is bound for Sector 1. A level 3 warning is now in effect in Sector 1. Please avoid traveling alone and remain armed. Stay
What?
alert
No,
to your surroundings
elevator
at all times.
music. They should have put in some crappy elevator music. I like the effect of, you know, all the whatchamacallit, the warning going throughout the entire sector in the background. And of course, it's a bit, I mean, I was gonna save anyway, but it's kind of a bit annoying how, like, you know, they make you save in order to open up the freaking door. It's just like Infusion where you go, and then like 2 minutes later, you come to a navigation booth, and the freaking computer would, like, you know, tell you what the hell to do. It's like, seriously? Seriously? That's annoying. Stop doing that. And those man-eater bug things are flipping annoying. Let's see how many charge shots too, but that's after I fired a bajillion regular shots at it too. Of course, the other thing is out of my range, so I can't kill that. Recharge. That's one of the things that I think they should made, like, you know, about concentration a bit easier as well. I mean, you can do it at any time as long as you have one missile gone. I know what's about to happen. Sense move, bitch. These things are outrageously easy if you know how to kill them. Oh, I want to lethal strike it. Oh, I was so close to and it disappeared right then. It's giving me a real tongue lashing. Oh. Ah, there's the strike. And I can't believe some people complain about, like, you know, the melee attacks. They're just like, Samus uses an arm cannon, she shouldn't use melee attacks, it's not Brawl. And it's like, dude, seriously? She's using a super highly advanced power suit. She was trained by the Chozo before she even used the power suit. I mean, she got the power suit when I think she was like 14. I think that's what it says in the manga. And then she started using it, and so she has this Chozo DNA, which makes her basically superhuman, and allows her to jump higher, run faster, punch into a freaking giant hulk of a robot and smash it in half. And no, you don't want her to use melee attacks. If they didn't want her to use melee attacks and stuff, then they shouldn't have even gotten Team Ninja. But Team Ninja kicks ass, and they made Metroid even better with this. Now what I'd like to see is some fusion melee attacks with her, like, you know, Yusu, because she's much more nimble with that. Plus those spikes on her arm, I mean, those could be used for some ripping and shredding and stuff like that. Well, it looks like we'll end here because it's been about 15 minutes. So, this is Winchester24, and we'll see you next time on Let's Play Metroid Other M.